We are in Pennsylvania. As you can see the hills back there. We're at a truck stop. 14 hours drive. We made it. Slept overnight. And we are going to Port Royal today. Austin, me, Polly, Emily, Ernie, and Mr. Rick. We made it. Furthest I've ever been to race yet. So, y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a good show. All right, first take on Port Royal. We are here. Wow. All right, so we just went out and actually did hot laps and found that we had a fueling issue. So we luckily had about 3 or 4 minutes. I sent Rick out to the trailer to get a different pill for the main. We basically leaned it out 2 or 3 clicks because the car was stumbling in hot laps. So pulling out here, I'm already hesitant. Get on the gas. Oh yeah, feels pretty damn good. It's time to get after it. This is about my 7th lap in Port Royal ever, and drive this thing in there, trying to get my mind right, and trying to gas this thing up as fast as I can to try to put this car in the show, because they only lock in the top 16, so there's 28 cars, and I did not drive this far to not make the race. So coming off 2 here, car feels pretty good. Trying to get the thing turned in on the cushion, and did a pretty decent job there. You can see the left front tire actually coming off the ground. Coming into lap 2 here, I'm having a little bit of laboring of the engine in the middle of the corner. That's still a fueling issue, but I'm trying to lay the mat down as good as I can to put down a decent lap and put this car in the show. Hit it just right there on the cushion. Right rear is up in the ground, coming off the corner, full throttle down the straightaway. The weird thing is the flag stands at the very end of the straightaway here, as you can see. So you got to be full gas all the way to the end. We ended up qualifying at that point. We were like 1 behind CJ Leary, like 2 or 3 tenths. So I knew we had a decent lap. Ended up P11, locked in. So that was a good attempt. So we're taking the green flag here, and it's always kind of roll the dice on the start with these races. You got to be careful because you got fuel load and all that stuff. most of these guys are all non-wing sprint car racers. A lot of them just ran the race before this, so they've got a feel of the track. They're a little bit better at these cars. I'm working up to it though, and so we're just kind of feeling it out, trying to see where the moisture's at. Car's got plenty of dig off the corner, as you can see. Brake standers on the outside. I'm not sure who's in the electric car, and then I've got the Philippines guy on my left side down there. So everybody's just kind of jockeying for position, trying to figure out where everybody's going to go, what's going to happen. Westfall's up there. Looks like the 53. A lot of good cars. So here we are on a restart. I think it's around lap 20 or so. I spent probably 10 laps trying to navigate around Chase Stockton here. His car has no dig off the corner, but he's running wide, making it pretty difficult to pass. He's doing his job, maintaining position. So we've got a lot of traction off the bottom here, and as you can see, we're pretty decent and a lot faster. My spotter's in my ear right now. It's like we've got to get around this car so we can maintain position. I think we're running P12 or so. We got caught up behind a few other guys early. We actually had, I think we were 8th or 9th, and then there was almost a wreck in front of me, so we had to check up. But trying to run the curb, but I got my stuff so soft, my compression's so soft, it's hard to keep it up there. And to be honest, like, I'm not super comfortable being up there in one of these cars at the moment, so I'm going to put it back down in the brown dirt and see where we're at. So trying to get a run on Stockton here. I'm going to set them up in 3 and 4. I'm going to roll through the middle, try to come back down across the track, get some speed. That way I can try to set up turn 1 and 2 to make the pass. Going in, I can see he's pretty free. I'm going to run around the outside of him if I can. Still not really enough. Taking a little bit of rebound out of the left front, get a good drive down the back straightaway, and try to close the door right here. Really slick down in 3 and 4 as well. Then we get a run. And so we've made it past Stockton now. Shane Cottle is my next car, and he kind of earlier in the race held me up a little bit. I lost 2 or 3 positions. He got tied off in 2, so being careful coming by him. I've got to run around the outside here, same deal. My car's just got really good forward traction at the end of the race once the fuel load burned off a little bit compared to these other guys. So made the position there. That's P10. I know we've got about 10 laps to go. It's spotters in my ear letting me know the gap's closing with CB coming. So trying to do everything I can to keep the car straight and digging off the corner to try to get a top 10. Okay, we got about 3 laps to go. We get caught up in some lap traffic. This guy here, and then there was a guy ahead of him. Kind of slowed me up a little bit. I know that CB's coming. I want that top 10 bad. I know that it's not a win, but a top 10 for our team is where we need to be right now to keep the confidence going for my crew chief Rick and for the rest of my guys. We drove 14 hours to get here. So coming off the last corner, and CB gets me in the line. Heartache, gutted, but hey, we gave it a good run, and I was happy for being at Port Royal for the first time.